it in. I just wanted to make sure it was. And I don't know why I doubted that. I just had to figure out where those extra save files were coming from. It didn't make any sense. Now it does. 3, 2, 1, go. That's fine. Oh, I thought I got caught there. $120. I keep breaking my PB. That's the 3rd time I've done a PB tonight on that. That's the fastest I've completed that tonight. Nice. I mean, I'm happy about that. That's a good... You know what? That's a great way of looking at that, Tegan Geo. If I can find out why that works, then I can exploit it. Maybe. Because so many of these glitches in this game are not exploitable. They're crashes or... took me forever to figure out that you need 50 skill in a spell in order to bring a character over to... a spell over to Quest for Glory 5. That's always fun. That is funny, though. Exploit it. I like that. And I will say, TKG, my go-to for these games is still the GOG version. Except for this one. This is technically an earlier version. If GOG would carry Heroes Quest, the original, but I don't think they can, because that was the whole reason they changed the name, was because of a copyright issue with the board game Heroes Quest. I don't even think it was in America. I think it was in Europe. Although I did have that game. It's like early board game D&D stuff. Like not D&D Junior, like Baby Einstein D&D. That's kind of what Heroes Quest felt like. But it was fun. Alright, so 120 is my PB now. Yeah, I don't even know if they could because of that whole copyright thing. I mean, not that anybody is actively playing Heroes Quest. I mean, at the time, it was probably just a copyright thing. Maybe Heroes Quest thought they had something. I think that was Hasbro who owned that. But the fact of the matter is obviously this series has well outlasted that board game. Although there was a computer game of that board game called Heroes Quest, so. It's alright. I like Quest for Glory better anyway. It's a blessing in disguise. So, 120 is the new PB. That's the new benchmark. Now to not screw up Quest for Glory 2. As always. I'm always looking for the next mess up. Although, I like whenever the mess ups are mine. Not like, you thought you had that spell, didn't you? Or not so sure. You better believe I'm going to be checking my spell roster before I do anything now. Ah. I'm happy with that transition. That was... Oh, I got an extra point, too. Nice. Okay. Let's go. Let's go Heroes Quest 2, Trial by Fire. Randomly using the... randomly using the arrow keys, because why not? Like, even on hallways, I don't have to. Whoops. It's not a big deal. Oh, look, I was in the right spot this time. Night 1. Okay. Night 2. Never heard that either. I didn't hear that, although it doesn't surprise me. Night 3. Night 4. I will check the time just because I want to make sure. Night 5. Night 6. Yeah, Sierra was like that company that loved to bite the hand that fed it. Great place for the elemental. It's exactly where you want to see them. Nowhere near you. Day 7. Day 8. Day 9. Pretty sure you need exactly 90 monies, denarii, to get through the spells that you need. That should be right. Got it. Alright, I'll be happy with that. Day 10. Gotta try hard this section. Day 11. Day 12. Day 13. I haven't gotten that quick kill in a long time. It's probably a timing issue depending on the version that you're using. At least I'm never in any danger. I mean, despite how low my health gets, I'm never really in danger. Let's see if I can get the one cycle. I gotta focus, get the one cycle. And I clicked out of the box. I clicked out of the box. That's what I get for being greedy. Oh well. Don't be greedy, Paul. Yes, it's like acceptance de facto or something like that. I don't know. If they knew about it and they chose not to enforce it, they forfeited the rights. I've heard of that before. Okay. Again, this is very... Last time was sub 11 to Razir. This is like very sub 11 to Razir, so... I don't think I played this much better, or maybe I'm remembering sub 10. I don't know. I think it was sub 11, in which case I am very above pace from last time. Well, the key is not screwing up Razir, obviously, like I always say. But I remember I ended last time at 16 on the money, so if I'm pre-16 this time, then we'll know I'm definitely on better pace. God, Razir is so short. Get good, don't fail. It's always the plan. The first part of the plan is always to tell me what the plan is. If we could find a cutscene skip for this, I would be thrilled. Forgot to rest again. Got it. I thought I was at the right spot, and then I saw I wasn't. I'm like, thank God I waited and didn't click. Remember to hit enter where it keeps getting blocked up in some places, so... I like to get my mouse right up there. Hey, Crow, how you doing? Got a new PB in Quest for Glory 1 on this. Actually, I've PB'd in Quest for Glory 1 major skips 3 times tonight. On 123, a 121, and then a 120. So, something's in the water today. Yeah, and I was on a great pace until Quest for Glory 4 decided I didn't know the levitate spell. And then we re-imported the game, and suddenly I knew the levitate spell. So apparently there are some times whenever you may not know spells whenever you come into the game in Quest for Glory 4. Thank God, because I did not safety save before that. And there's not really any good reason for me not to safety save, other than the fact that, like, dying just kind of upsets me anymore. I mean, here is, like, if I'm gonna die, this is one of the places where it's usually going to happen. Wow, I am 15 seconds ahead of that great run from last time. Because that ended at sub 16 on, like, on the money, like it was 15:59. Oh, I gotta hold the escape key. Forgot, it's not done speedrunning. That was a really solid run. I'd be very interested to see what the time was on that. Giving hope to break the game. That's funny. Alright, well, I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm sure Quest for Glory 5 will have an alert or something that'll jump up in the middle of it and cause the game to crash. I'm not going to forget the safety save, for God's sake, once I hit that. There's like 4 or 5 safety saves I'm going to make in that game. I just got to remember to do them. Nope. Look at that genie. Hold that baby. Now the genie is the prince. Makes me laugh. That is some of my lowest MP I think I've ever had. Yes, Genie has replaced Eyeball. And it's funnier, to be honest. At least it's got a head. The eye is just an eye. And I didn't get an Earth Pig last time. There's no way I'll be doubly lucky. Took a chance. I was right. Come on. No whammies. Come on. No Earth Pig again? But I got 2 RNG encounters, so I'm... I knew that wasn't an encounter. That was just bad luck. The game randomly throws those kind of like weird scenarios at you where there's nothing there. Because I'm off the screen, there probably would be an encounter, I'm guessing. And apparently I'd have a lot of encounters this game. MC Hammer. MC Hammer Pants. Or we could Mandela affect this and it would be Sinbad and Kazam. Okay. Let's get to the end of 3 now. Oh, you better believe I'm going to be checking my spells going into 4. Like, you can't take anything as granted in this. Like, I had more than enough... Like, I had, like, 53 levitation skill going in. Why did it drop that spell? Like, I have no idea. I even almost got the final wizard skip at the end. That was very weird. That doesn't happen to me ever. That would be... I mean, luckily I mean, obviously I'm saving everything as I go here. Because, well, Twitch saves it, so I might just make a clip of that, or a highlight of that. Because I would love to know what happened. There's so many little cutscenes here, but I'm glad this game is down to, like, no time whatsoever now. I could do with a few more hits there. Wow, alright, that went really smooth at the end. It's not only possible, we know it's true. To give you an example, Quest for Glory 1 imports money differently depending on whether you use EGA or VGA. The problem is that I don't actually learn Levitate until Quest for Glory 2. So it should be okay, but I mean, we do know that Quest for Glory 1, depending on what version you use, codes the... might not code the export, but at least changes the way that the game applies certain characteristics to the export. If you go from VGA using the get out of the Brigand's Room skip, I call it the Wesley glitch, you end up with 3 gold whenever you import. Now you can get more, but you've got to sell things. What it does is, I think it applies, I think I figured it out before, it's like, what is it? It puts you at like 150. I think it adds 153 to your gold. Yes, it's 150 to your gold because you've got 3 left over. And then for whatever reason, the VGA doesn't code it right, and it just brings over the 3 that you have. So the VGA only applies the money to the throwing of the Dispel Potion. Nope. 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 don't care as long as it works. Well, that's a good way to lose time. That was not as clean as the one before. That Quest for Glory 3. Although the fight went about as well, and that's good considering I had less mana. Yeah. Glory 3. Continue. Good. I have Levitate. It's a great way to start. We've all seen it. I have Levitate. Holy smokes. Bitter much, Paul? Yes. Yes, I am. Four rests. If I do 4 rests, that puts me far enough into day 1 that when I sleep at night, it pushes me immediately to day 2. I was scared to death my Levitate was going to have disappeared, and then we would have had a whole new set of wonders of what was going on. Nice. Oh, that would be wild. And unfortunately, I don't think it would make much difference in most rooms. Well, I say that, but if you could make it so there was always a solution to every room in your situation, that might be neat. That's a neat idea. That's a neat idea. Quest for Glory point and click simulator, or point and click randomizer. This is actually not a very randomized puzzle. I don't think I've ever seen such an unrandomized puzzle before. I'll take it. One, two, three. Gotta make sure I click in the right spot. You don't want to land on an island until you're ready to land on an island. And for some reason, clicking faster does actually help there. Because I can. There we go. Yeah. A V O O Z L. Ja, la Wusel. I wish I could use the arrow keys to move in this game. Almost tried to use the arrow key again. No whammies. And levitate's gone. That'll be my new joke. No other spells were missing. I knew exactly where to look. I knew it's the last spell on your list whenever you come in. So at least no other spells were missing. Inventory items, everything was. Thanks to the Dark Magic Boogie. But I know, now I see what you're saying. Could there have been extra things missing from the inventory? Because levitate was, and possibly, I can't say anything wasn't, because levitate wasn't supposed to be missing. Hey, Darker Mist. Twisted Nate, good to see you. Congrats on the earlier run, as I said on the Discord. 2. 3. Don't need to count, just need to click good. Had a great Quest for Glory 1 PB on this run, and a great Quest for Glory 2. A mediocre Quest for Glory 3. And now we're trying to make sure Quest for Glory 4 doesn't stink. So far, so good. Science, rehydration, Quicksoat. I did this one yesterday. I keep saying yesterday, but it wasn't. It was 2 days ago. This is like my last place to stretch before the end game. That's right. Don't need anything there. Can't forget to get the ultimate joke. Did that last time, too. go out into the party room. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm not very good at changing those things. Gotta talk to him twice, or else you can't get the doll. This should be day 4. Well, hopefully, you get to see the end of 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was honestly some of the cleanest sleep clicking I think I've done. Yeah, here's the Windows pop-ups. I actually did take time at the end of Quest for Glory 1 of one of the runs to disable them. So here's hoping Windows listens. This computer doesn't need to have the pop-ups. It really doesn't do much. It just streams and has a bunch of good hardware in it. That's the only thing, huh? I'd have to try it again. If you remind me, I can do it after Quest for Glory 5. Just to see. I mean, just for giggles. Oh, no encounters. Darby. Good to see you, man. Sorry you can't stay, but yeah, I've actually, this is the 3rd time this week I've streamed. Yeah, things are going pretty well. This run, knock on wood, is going pretty well. Yeah, but things are going great. Thanks for asking, Darby. If in case anybody's unaware, Darby's the guy who did the icons, the emotes that I use. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure you did. I think it was the emotes, right? You definitely did something for me, and I'm pretty sure it was the emotes. Also, I need to have a fairly good Wraith. Yep, that Antwerp is that's what I remembered. Specifically, that's the one I was thinking of, because I only uploaded the other ones later. So I know I did like 2 of them. Cool. Alright, we're going to head up and trigger the Wraith, which will reset the encounter clock and should get us through to the Master Wraith. And you want to get close to the guy here. Nice thing is it does safety save here. Got it. Not as good as it could have gone, but better than some of the other ones. The other horrible mistakes I've made over the years in this. Nice. VGA is way better. For the Antwerp, absolutely. I'll actually say I like Quest for Glory. This is going to sound weird. I like Quest for Glory 1 VGA better than I like the Quest for Glory 2 remake. So I like 1 VGA and 2 EGA.
You fill.
My aura evaporated. Blinky, blinky, blinky. I don't know if I should like this time or not. It doesn't feel good. Something about this doesn't feel right. I don't know. Notes humor. I don't feel like I've made any big mistakes here. Quest for Glory 3 was just such a crapshoot with all those encounters, and luckily I didn't get in any monster fights or anything like that, but jeez. Ritual. The biggest part of Quest for... Not the biggest part. I think everybody I think I start too many sentences that way. Either way. One of the big things about Quest for Glory, as I just saw there, was knowing where the wraiths are in order to cancel the encounters that you were going to get sucked into. Oh! Nice. No, push on your hand or on your keys, so it doesn't seem like the insert save works there. That's what this is. The collection thief any percent. So I've already gone through 1 through 3, we're now at 4. And yes, it's like less than an average of 10 minutes a game until this game. Nope. Stop wasting time. Gotta remember to get the ultimate joke. Meeting 1, I gotta rest till night, and then I can meet him again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you have the ultimate joke. Now we can get to the end game. You have to read the note. I did look into that. Adavis does not appear until you actually read the note. Alright. 100 collections. David TKI has the record for it on speedrun.com. If you take a look at the Quest for Glory collection, we have a separate game and categories for it. I think he has Thief 100%. That would actually be a long one. Thief for any percent is the fastest, but for 100%, unlike most of the games, he's one of the slowest, which is really funny to me. Although I think Fighter would probably take that final. Doesn't matter what you say here. Although I think Fighter might take the full points for the hardest run to get through. Now, reminder, because of settings or something that's going on, my timer will stop while I'm playing Quest for Glory 5. It's still running in the background, so and my hotkeys still work. But it's not going to show you what my time is right away. We're going to have to Alt-Tab out in order to see what that time is. Wizards 5.5, really? What would make Wizards so... You can tell I really don't know the 100% routes. I'm an any percent guy. That makes sense. Paladin can... Oh, we've actually got some interesting rules for Paladin. Paladin can switch to whatever it wants to at different times. Well, it can either become a Paladin in Quest for Glory 2, or it can become a Paladin in Quest for Glory 3. As long as you're a Paladin at some point. Because let's say you want to do the Thief route for 100% for reasons. Technically, you can become a Paladin in 2. I guess you would have to save. Nah, I forget. You know what? I gotta focus on this. Sorry. Getting confused and I'm forgetting steps here. Crow, you never updated the speedrun.com category? I mean, I know Crow is crushed that time.
All you have to do is walk.
Purry was the one who did the original Wizard 100% run.
You...
I haven't seen him around in a while, actually. He's a good runner. You can see him. He did couch commentary at Limit Break 2016 with me. Whenever this first got... That was the first time I'd ever streamed, also. Was during the marathon. If you don't click right away, or if you click something else, it doesn't work right. The game does not like playing in the dark in that room. Technically, that's Paladin 100%. Unless you're talking about stopping at the end of 2, like Road to Paladin. So, in other words, 1 and 2 together. What's your fastest time combined? Sure, I got no problem with that. Sounds good to me. I'd put up the leaderboard for that. All right. That... Oh. Thank God that worked. Yes, it is. Come on, game. I gotta hurry to 5. Gotta remember to actually turn the screen on also. Whoop, wrong one. Here we go, final one. Shadows, that's it. I hold the Z button. Safety saves. Thank you, Deacon Gia. Oh, it looks like my timer's still going also. Kind of went all over there, but it worked. Got it. Thank God. Got worried it wasn't going to work. Nope. We don't actually return to any place. Every place is a new game. Always a new place to be a hero. Unless you count Quest for Glory 4.5. Space skips dialogue, enter skips those text boxes with the OK button.
In fact,
That'll work. Don't care. Don't care about whatever the safety save's called. I am leaving nothing to chance, as you can see. It's costing me time. These guys on the stairs can... Oop, thank God. No problems. Here we go. This is the room. This is the room where it always goes wrong. That wasn't bad at all. I'll take that. Come on, jump, I dare you.
You think you have won, do you? You are mistaken. I will not be defeated. I will destroy everything and you both will die. I hold the proxy stone in my hand.
Like how I'm dancing?
The dark dragon will rise
You can...
and destroy
This is like the
all
only thing I found you can do.
If I cannot
Is
rule what
switch.
rightfully mine, then I shall
What's up, Blazin'?
destroy it. You cannot.
Caught the end of this run.
No one can stop me. I am your doom.
That's fair, yeah. There are Easter eggs in Hero U. Lots of them. Save. Got a safety save. Yes! Sweet Caroline, that is great health. Just gotta not... Elsa, stop talking and don't glitch the game. For God's sake. We can't do it from downtown, but we gotta get... This is gonna be a good time.
Behold, the new king of Silmaria.
Finally. And not only 58, I broke through to the 57. Mid-57s. Holy crap, that was a good one. Got goosebumps on that one. That was a really, really, really solid run. Ah, YouTube. Nice. Wow. Alright. I think I'm going to be happy with that one for a while. I mean, I'm sure it can be beaten. I know it can be beaten. If we find a big skip in 2, a way to skip cutscenes, or a big skip in 4, a way to skip cutscenes in 2, any little thing takes time off. And all I got was the stupid... Yo, if you get a t-shirt that does that, that'd be impressive. Because I am not spending money on merchandise. Like, at all. Whew. And I'm glad the timer ran through all of Quest for Glory 5. Now, why did it run? Why? Hashtag Miller merch. The lowest selling merch in all of history. You know, I might have to sell it to Activision. Apparently they'll buy anything at that point, but, well. No, that's cool. I am very, very happy. In fact, so happy that I'm going to end this stream on a high note. That is it. I am going to take a break for tonight. I'm going to watch something else, and I definitely will be coming. Aaron Miller merch. It's self-lower, I'm sure.